a Landfiller production. Hello and welcome back to the Hello Hallmark podcast. I am your host, Queenie Jones, and once again I'm joined by my husband Ford. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, so let's talk about it. All right. So we have some gaps in between our episodes.
Yeah, so we're setting out now to release an episode every 2 weeks. I think that's a schedule that's good for us right now. Eventually, we would love to get to doing every week, but
maybe
we have books coming out. I'm
I'm
a contractor. I work 95 hours a week.
I'm a poet, so that means I'm constantly depressed and unemployed. But it's one of those things where we have a lot of fun. We go out a lot. We spend a lot of the weekends out. We live in Rhode Island, so we go out to Newport a lot, and we'll go get oysters and have a great time. We love getting drunk and walking home together and getting hot dogs on the way home. It just, when we're hanging out, it's not at top of mind isn't always to sit down and do this, but we're going to make it because it is fun.
Yeah, so we've set ourselves up a little recording schedule just to keep on track with it, so we can bring you this fun thing and we can stay consistent with it. However, we also did previously record this episode. We sat down and attempted to do it one other time. We got about halfway through it until I realized that I was far too drunk to continue, and I was becoming incoherent. It was humorous, but unfortunately, it did not.
It wasn't necessarily. If it had been Feeling Butterflies, it would have been a totally adequate coverage. But we're dealing with Allison Sweeney this week, and she's not one to be treated as like a butterfly or something. She's not. She's a human woman, and she's here to take over the human race. No, that's not what it is. Let's play actually the preview. They can probably tell us.
Doing this.
Don't miss a Hallmark Movies and Mysteries original featuring Cameron Matheson.
Are you interfering in my investigation?
There's nothing sweeter than a good mystery.
Murder, She Baked, a chocolate chip cookie mystery. On Hallmark Movies and Mysteries.
You betcha.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You know her from Days of Our Lives. I actually know her from my house. I grew up with her. This is my sister. Okay, it's not my sister. Okay, I'm joking. No, my sister looks identical to Allison Sweeney. Just take my word for it. If Allison Sweeney had chola makeup, that would be my sister.
So Miss Hannah Swenson owns a bakery. She is the town's local baker, and I want to also touch on things. So in the opening scenes here, she goes for this jog after she gets done making the phallic cookies, and she's on her jog. For some reason, in every single Hallmark movie, the lead character has to have a moment where they are jogging, and they put them in the exact same jogging suit. It's damn near the same color and everything too, of little spandex jogging suits.
And some kind of primary color, secondary color.
Yeah, and
sweater thing.
Yeah, and they have this running around moment. Part of it is so they can show the scenery and all that.
That's the biggest part of it, is you're seeing the town.
You're seeing the town, but it's just so funny. The only difference here in this is that because Allison Sweeney is not as caked up as our homegirl,
Lacey
Chabert,
with her gyat.
with her yacht. They don't make her wear a sweater tied around her waist all the time.
I will say though, I wish that they didn't overdo the jogging thing, because here it could have actually been a really interesting reference to what I think is the thing that inspired all of this, which Murder, She Wrote, which was a show with Angela Lansbury, for anybody who doesn't know, and she was a crime fiction writer, and she would use her knowledge, having written crime fiction, to help the local police in wherever place she's visiting solve a crime or a murder.
Crack the case.
Yeah, and it was Murder, She Wrote, and this is kind of the same idea, where it's she's a baker who uses her knowledge of baked goods to solve crimes.
And there was always her speed walking thing in the intro.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what
yeah,
I mean by sorry,
word.
I didn't square the circle.
Yeah,
on that
word.
one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So we're getting this morning time routine thing here at the bakery at her shop, and we've got we're getting introduced to some of the usual characters. We have the woman who comes in to pick up cookies even though she's on her diet, and it's never going right. But
God,
she's a
that
little
woman's a nervous Nelly.
yeah, she's a little twitchy. Then we get the introduction of Ron, the
Best friend.
yeah, the best friend and milk delivery guy.
And they've been best friends since they were little kids.
Yeah, and then we have the town gossips who come in and talk about how the mayor is getting banged out by some dude. And
I would love
like,
it if you were around this, if you could play the scene where she's talking about the baked goods that she picks for everybody, because I think it's a really interesting way of like, yeah, it sounds stupid of like she uses her like instinct of baking to solve murders, but they really bring it together and get you into the world and like make you understand with this little speech that she gives of it could be a character analysis of like what people want to eat.
Gossips.
That is one way to put it.
I saw Claire Rogers driving down my street this morning at 2 a.m. And you know who else lives on my street? The mayor. And his wife is out of town visiting her sister.
People tend to have a favorite cookie, one they choose above all others. But I don't believe people choose the cookie. I believe the cookie chooses the person. Ladies,
oh,
lovely lemon bars. I have ginger snaps for you. And I brought something for you, Poppy. Yeah.
oh, little pup.
And angel kisses.
Oh, my favorite. How do you remember our favorites?
It's my job to remember. What are you girls talking about?
Oh,
Nothing in particular.
no, we are just making conversation.
Well, I know this community is very lucky to have such wise, venerable women.
Yeah, so everybody in the town has a soft spot for Hannah Swenson. They enjoy her. Her place is kind of like a little local watering hole for
Yeah.
the non-alcoholically induced.
Yeah. She also is a very thoughtful person. So earlier in the opening sequence when she's doing her run, she sees a mailbox that had been knocked over and a police officer was talking to somebody about the mailbox that was knocked over. I just want to throw that in here because it could become important later. I don't know. I don't really know.
Yeah, I could circle back, and then we get to meet her sister,
Who, by
Andrea.
the way, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This actress makes an exit at some point in these movies because there's like fucking 500 of these. At some point, she makes an exit, and you guys really like just lit up Hallmark for that. Like you acted like she was such a key character. Like in this one, she's more involved, but in the other one, she's so secondary. I think that in the books that these are based off, because this is a book series as well. I think in the books that these are based off of, she only has one sister. I read on a message board someone say I should check out the books. Honestly, I think that would be a fun read.
And we get Miss Swenson going out on her like daily deliveries. She's going to looks like a hospital or a police station or something.
Yeah, like she goes to all these like local establishments, police station, firehouse,
yeah,
so forth.
and drops off orders of cookies for everybody.
Because like maybe that is a thing.
Yeah, local small town something. Maybe they all have a like a running order, like a tab kind of thing.
Well, and honestly, there's no drugs in the Hallmark universe. Drugs don't exist. So this is like she's the plug, basically. Like
Yeah.
this is like because people who don't do drugs, they need something else.
Yeah, she's the connect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like people who are alcoholics who get like really into like candy after they stop drinking or whatever.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, we get the introduction of her mother.
Who is such a fun character. I love the mom. So they're going to do deliveries, and she's delivering to her mother's book club at the library, and
They're reviewing bodice rippers, and and she's like all turned.
yeah, they're there to drink and.
Yeah, they're there to drink wine and talk about dick.
Yeah, and she's wearing like a low cut top, and she's part of like a red hat society. Like they're showing us that she's very informal and fun, and she's giving us all this like context of like, okay, she's hassling her daughter because she feels like she's always sloppy and she needs to find a husband. But that's what's so funny about this is that like Allison Sweeney is standing here. Yes, she's in like a baggy, like she's dressed like a grunge person. Honestly, like she's dressed like a grunge girl. But she still looks fucking gorgeous, and like the notion that like she needs to clean it up in order to find a man is just hilarious to
Yeah,
me.
they always do this with like the main characters in these movies where it's like, oh my god, you got to like get out of your work clothes and you got to because you look so frumpy, and it's like Allison Sweeney, Lacey Chabert,
Yeah, it's like, who are you
super
fucking
frumpy.
at? Yeah, like you couldn't if you tried.
Oh
You
my
need to
God.
put like a witch nose on him. If you
Oh my god, wig. But side note, we got to go see the 20th anniversary of Mean Girls in the theaters, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
So
oh my gosh, Lacey Chabert's range is incredible. Like, I never realized when she delivers that we should stab Caesar speech into, you know that she said I can't wear hoop earrings when we get that.
yeah,
She's like shaking and her eyes are welling up with tears. Like, and it's such a funny scene. Like, I just have so much respect for Lacey Chabert because the way she was able to deliver it, like, it was genuinely a psychotic meltdown. It was just so good. Like, she's so hilarious. She has such good
yeah,
comedic
she is the one.
chops.
Yeah,
She's got great comedic chops. I like that she's doing what she's doing with her career because she gives us cozy moments. But like, I would love to see her do another comedy.
yeah. So we also now get the reason why her mom was writing her about like dressing up in her not work clothes for this dinner event that she's hosting, and it's because it's a setup. A new doctor, a dentist, moved into town. He's single and young and handsome or whatever, and she wants her daughter to be put out at the meat market for him.
Yeah, the mother has said, "Okay, I'm done with him. I've had all my fun I could have with him. You can have him now."
Yeah, he really whitened my teeth.
What the fuck? Sorry if I'm coughing. It's because I've been smoking weed. I love the way that she just walks around the house and like we get so much exposition from her talking to her cat. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Oh,
strapping on her.
we're strapping
her
on the
Hallmark
jogging
woman
outfit.
Lemon jogging.
Lemon Lulu.
She's got such nice hair. I love Alison Sweeney's hair.
Yeah, she's got bundles.
Yeah, if I were to have like shorter hair, because my hair I always keep like it's like at my belly button. But if I were to have shorter hair, I'd want it like this.
Yeah, it's like mid bag, like shoulder blades.
Where is he? Not a clue. Alright. Come on.
So now that we've established that there's like this morning routine in this town where it's kind of like clockwork, she's now wondering where her friend Ron is, the milk delivery man, and she heard his truck pull up out front because it's always backfiring and it's a piece of shit. And so she runs out to she's like, okay, what's taking his ass so long? I'm sick of this shit. And she goes out there and she sees him slumped over in his truck dead.
After all, AIDS is a deadly, incurable disease. But no matter how you come to judge Charles Wheeler and his partners in ethical, moral, and inhuman terms, the fact of the matter is, when they fired Andrew Beckett because he had AIDS, they broke the law.
So if you've never seen that movie, if you hear that smack part, he's actually taking his dick out and like throwing it on the fucking witness stand.
Denzel dropping D. So now we get Miss Swenson.
Bitch, you mama bitch work. So she's helping her friend with something, and
What?
no, past scene. So she was helping her friend with something, and she was like telling her about like what happened to Ron, and she was just like in shock, but she had to keep going with her work day, and so she was out doing one of her delivery things, and this lady tells her like he was with some woman here the other day because like
Yeah, this is on his delivery route. I think she's at the school. He was with this woman. I think it was actually earlier today.
Yeah, and like
on one of his stops there at the local school, and he was having coffee with some woman, and she noted the color of her lipstick.
she knew it was another. There was 2 cups out when there's normally just one. They always let him have coffee there or whatever, and there was a pink lipstick mark on the second cup.
So she goes digging through the trash cans to find. She's out there dumpster diving. She finds the cups magically in this massive pile of crap, and she's covered in filth now. And this cop walks up, or this detective walks up, and is like, ma'am, are you okay? Like, do you need me to take you to like a shelter or provide you with resources? And she's like, oh no, like I'm not all that. Like I'm just digging for evidence.
And he's like super pissed. Like this guy, he is. First of all, this actor is hideous. Like I hate to be that person, and I'm sure you're lovely and everything, but like let's just get it out of the way. Like this is not a handsome leading man. This guy's ugly as fuck. And like Alison Sweeney would never, I bet, or maybe she would because maybe she's the type of beautiful soul that can see through someone's Rocky Dennis-like appearance. But I'm just gonna put it out there, like when I describe a detective and all the fun interactions they have, I need you to keep in mind that this person is not handsome and this isn't sexy. No matter how sexy it almost sounds like it is, it's not because it's him.
Ayo, Adrian. Oh wait, different Rocky. Sorry, that's the other Cher movie.
Oh my God, Rock! Please don't fight anymore.
Yeah, that was Sharon Rocky.
But yeah, so they meet, and she's telling him all about what she knows about the lipstick, the 2 cups on the counter, so forth.
Yeah.
Please take this evidence. She's complying with him, but he's pissed at her for even, like, fucking...
Injecting herself into this investigation.
Yeah, but, like, it's her best
stepping
friend.
on his wing.
It's, like, her best friend since she was 8.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously she's gonna, like, have a vengeance.
Yeah, she's invested.
Yeah, this is her...
Yeah,
this
like,
is
her friend
villain,
got shot right in front of her store.
This is her villain origin story.
Yeah, well, this is her hero origin
Yeah, this
story.
is Batman Begins.
Yeah.
This is her Batman Begins. Oh my god. Murder, She Baked, Volume 1 is Batman Begins.
You heard it here first, folks. So yeah, he's reading her down and is like, "You're not a cop. You smell like shit. You're covered in stuff."
Yeah, and she's like, well, I helped them recover the bikes that were stolen, and I solve little mysteries around here all the time that are things affecting
Yeah,
our
like
town.
I listen to people in this town. People talk, da da da. Like,
Yeah, they're always at my restaurant. Like, I have good instincts, and I hear everything that people talk about.
I love the little kitten was like doing the patting her face. You know how they like try to pet people.
Yeah,
so
people,
cute.
non-cat people get so pissed off about that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love this scene. Turn it up. I love this.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you a question about lipstick.
You just gave it come. Let's begin. Begin? Yes, your makeover.
Oh, no. I just have a question for you.
The answer is yes.
Yes?
Yes, foundation makes a difference.
Do you carry this lipstick?
Damn.
Pretty Girl Cosmetics Passion Pink? No. Do you see how that's smeared? Our lipstick? Smudge.
But if I wanted to buy this lipstick, where would I get it?
Hannah, it's not your color. Trust me. You're a winter, and that is a summer color.
She's not.
She's not a
So
winter.
sit you down and let me show you the woman inside of you that is just dying to come out. Nice bone structure. We have got to do something with his hair.
What are you talking
So
about?
You don't like passion pink lipstick?
Well,
We have to do something about this hair. This fucking gorgeous locks of like perfectly barrel curl
call
bundles.
vulgar, but I wouldn't call it classy either.
Do you know anyone who does like passion pink?
There's only one woman in town that can get away with wearing it. Danielle Watson.
The coach's wife. You know what? I don't have time for this. I have to get to work.
There is always time.
She like did like a fucking full jersey bump it on her.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like she's painted like a fucking clown in the daytime. Like it is insane the amount of makeup that they ended up. Because the next scene is the funeral, and she has to go to the funeral after being trying to investigate at this fucking beauty supply store.
And they have her painted up like a hoe.
Yeah, like it is like full like skank paint. Like it's like the black smudged around the eyes. I'm pretty sure there's blue in it.
Yeah, some oyster gloss.
Yeah, it's like an oyster gloss and like a really, really harsh blush. And her mom's like, oh my god, why are you so... Like, I do appreciate your trying, but this is a little bit much.
So a little goes a long way. Yeah, like she's lined like top and bottom. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I personally, for me, I don't think that you should... I don't think heaviness on the bottom of an eye is often good on a lot of people unless you have giant eyes. I think going lighter than you do on the top is always... It's more flattering. It makes your eyelashes on top look more like batted and full and doughy.
Yeah, it looks like she went 12 rounds. So now she's talking to the only woman in town who does wear that shade of lipstick, and it's the football or baseball, whatever coach's wife. And she's going in there to figure out why were you hanging out with Ron, leaving your lipstick all over him? Like, what's tea? What's going on here?
Yeah, and like Mr. Burns over here in a Tyra Banks wig is like crying in the bathroom.
Yeah, and they find out, oh, she's a gambling addict, and I guess so was her friend Ron, but no one ever talked about it, and they were kind of in each other's Gamblers Anonymous support group, and I guess her husband was out of town, and so she went and hit the casino, or wanted to, or one of those things. And so that's why she had reached out to Ron.
And they had been meeting up as like a what do you call it?
Sponsorship kind of program. But Ron had actually been at the casino and got fucking tousled. Got his ass beat.
Because he was handing out pamphlets about like how to stop gambling. Like,
yeah.
Like what?
And so
if
one of
you've
the
ever been to Vegas, I grew up there. You see it a lot. They have to have it at the front of like the aisle of machines, and they have to have it throughout the casino. But there are these little pamphlets that say, "When does the fun stop?"
Yeah, it's one of those like if you have like it's their thing like with smoke, like with the cigarette packs that say these cause cancer in giant letters, so that way they can plausible deniability, and we gave you the information. Uh, but so he was out there handing out these anti how to stop gambling pamphlets, and the security guard got was pissed off about that and whooped his ass. But yeah, Hannah Swenson was like, did you are you guys fucking or what? And so that's where this whole story comes down.
Yeah.
They were not fucking.
See, Hannah thought that her whole thing was that she was going to create an almost identical but more improved, perfect, and fanciful world that Ron goes to at night, and she would eventually lure him there to sew buttons into his eyes, and she would join the ranks of her other kidnapped children.
Yeah, she looks like the mom in Coraline.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Which it's Halloween. Spooky. A spooky grilled cheese.
Oh my god, no. We went to this fucking thing the other night. It was my fault. So I am not the brightest person all the time. And I'm not really great at, although I am a writer, I'm not great at reading. So I was looking up stuff for us to do in town, and there was this event, and I thought for sure that it was going to be like a screening of old like black and white monster movies like Creature from the Black Lagoon or The Blob or whatever.
Well, and to be fair, it was called a Monster Mash movie, Monster Mash something movie, whatever.
Creature feature.
Yeah, creature feature. And so when you say that, that sounds like you're going to be running old movies, Frankenstein, Dracula.
And they were. It was going on, but there was no sound. And there was instead these like people. And like honestly, I go to drag shows, Get Your Life. Sometimes they're in like the tiniest, shittiest bar, and that doesn't denote the performer. However, this smelly bar, did in fact denote these performers because it was definitely like people who like work there as bartenders and were like, "Oh, this would be fun to do," and they maybe don't normally perform.
Yeah, it was like doing skits that were themed around spooky stuff. One was dressed as Wednesday Addams,
and one was dressed as Nosferatu, but was calling himself something else. Like he was like made up his own original character, and it's like that's not what we're doing tonight, dude. Like you always know that one bitch that's in the group where it's like I'm actually doing an original character. And it's like no, the assignment was show up and do your favorite Disney villain.
Yeah, and the thing also is, when you're trying to make things that are not thematic seem thematic. So they were selling grilled cheeses, and they kept on calling them a spooky grilled cheese. And I'm like, no, you can't just throw spooky in front of something and have it be thematic.
It went on for so long, and for me, I'm an artist, so I always want to like give anybody else who's trying to do art the time of day. But there's a point for me where I'm also a very critical person. I have very strong words for anybody. Like I will go and I will attend, but I have very strong opinions about art. I love art very much. I feel very strongly about things. And so I make decisive decisions. And so when they said at what I was sure was the end of this show, that they were going on intermission, and don't forget to go to the counter for a spooky grilled cheese. I could not imagine that he would say what he was about to say, which was, we're going to take a brief intermission and start back up.
Yeah, that to me implies like this is a halfway point break. And so at that point we, finished our drinks and proceeded hastily out the fucking door. And as my wife was running away, I had to remind her that she needs to slow the fuck down because she doesn't get to run away from what she did to us. Yeah, it was really funny though.
So
it was wonderful.
We got dressed like cute, like not like up, but like cute. And like I put on makeup, I was wearing Marc Jacobs perfume, I was in a great mood. We went and sat down in there, and I just knew that I smelled like spooky grilled cheese when I left.
Yeah,
Because
the whole
place,
world
it's
smelled
so
like
funny
spooky
too, because we
grilled cheese.
went out, and like Ford was like, "It smells like gross cheese in here," and I
Yeah,
was
it smells like Gruyere.
and I was thinking, thinking like, no, because you know sometimes you take Halloween decorations out or even Christmas decorations, and it has that like cheesy or latexy smell. I thought it was that, but my husband was so right on. Like it was cheese. It was spooky grilled cheese.
It was cheese.
It's cheese.
It's cheese.
Hi, there you are.
Norman.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh yeah, and the guy that she's been getting set up with is named Norman, which implies that he's like normal and like just like regular.
You knew Ron?
Or he has an Oedipus complex.
Norman. Did Ron come to see you the morning that he was killed?
He did, actually. Yeah.
Can I ask why?
Apparently, he got in a fight at the casino, and he got socked in the jaw, and he came to my office the next morning, without an appointment, just as I was opening up. And I gave him a shot of xylocaine for the pain, but he would not take the time to get the 2 stings.
Why?
He said that he hated being late for deliveries and that he was already late for the cookie jar for you.
Did you have an appointment after him?
Are you asking me if I have an alibi? Do I have to account for my whereabouts?
No, I mean, of course not. Curious.
Her eyes are not responding well to all this makeup. They're so red.
Yeah.
No, I
It looks like
didn't
she's
think
been smoking
I didn't have
weed.
an appointment right after him.
Really?
I did. It was your mother.
My mother.
Yeah, she came in and I whitened her teeth.
He whitened her teeth again.
She's like, my mom seems to be having a lot of dentist appointments with you.
Yeah, and I think her mouth is pregnant.
You seem like a very nice guy. Of course I believe you.
You're a very nice woman.
All pronouns.
I'd love to spend some more time with you.
Not like that.
Really? Maybe you should come to the office tomorrow. I can clean your teeth. That was a weird offer.
Oh, he said, I'd love to spend some more time with you. You come by and I'll clean your teeth. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, that was weird. I'm so
It's
sorry.
foreplay for him. Dude, honestly, people who work in the medical industry, God bless you. I know that you do the Lord's work and everything, and I'm sure that you derive a lot of sexual pleasure from knowing that. And that's kind of my problem, is that, like, I feel like people who work in the medical field just, like, want to get inside of people and, like, see what's going on. And, like, that's why dentists are always mean to me, is because they don't want to fuck me. So, like, they treat me like shit because they're like, I could be digging around in some hot bitch's mouth, and you're in here wasting my time. You fucking transvestite.
Yeah, my proctologist has the same feeling. It's a butt doctor.
I didn't say that. A homeless guy was seen in the alley the morning of the shooting.
It's a dead end. No pun intended. But Vincent's harmless. He just goes around collecting cans and bottles from the alley.
Well, if it's okay with you, I think I'll follow up anyway, since it's my job.
Of course. I'll leave you to it.
You're so exhausted.
Yeah, he gets super pricky.
Yeah, he's tiring. I'm exhausted by her.
How Mr. LaSalle was hit by the bouncer.
This is not my boyfriend.
I just assumed.
You do that a lot, don't you? Assume things. Is that what they taught you in detective school, to assume things? Because I assume
Read
you're
him.
out there finding the person with the real motive.
Miss Swenson, if you know something about this investigation, I expect you to tell me.
Of course I would. You're the detective, as you keep reminding me.
Ooh.
Smithers.
Yeah. Yeah, the coach's wife is like walked by at that moment and was like giving her this like, oh god, don't snitch on me, look. Like,
Yeah, which was
don't
interesting because she had a black hood on and she was holding a wraith.
Yeah. It's very much. So she's now digging in further to this whole thing. She's contacting she contacted the coach's mother. So Mrs. Burns's husband contacted his mother because apparently he was out of town visiting her, and she wants to make sure that he actually was, because he didn't want there to be any like jealousy, seeing if it was like a jealousy thing that Ron was with his wife, and all that, because she thought that they might be having an affair, which they weren't, but the husband might have thought so too. Oh, and then she takes the cookies to go talk to the baseball team and the coach.
Brother Swain could take out a mailbox
here solving mysteries. One of the baseball players was smashing mailboxes.
Okay, guys, back in the field. Let's go.
Yep, or solving another mystery. Boom. Just in the middle of solving another
I'm sure
one.
the boys appreciate the snacks, but I'd prefer if you didn't disrupt my practice.
What a
Won't happen
dick.
again, Coach Watson. Hey, Coach. How's your mother?
What do you ask?
No reason. I just heard you went to visit her last week.
I did. She's fine.
I love the murder board. It's just Ron's name in the middle with little arrows pointing to it.
Share all this information with us. This is one of my favorite spots.
I know.
She's on a little date with Norman, with Oedipus over here.
Park bench, picnic basket, grapes. They're eating roses. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're eating flowers.
Yeah, he got her a bushel of grapes to look at and a bunch of
Flowers to
red
eat.
roses to eat.
Yeah,
Which is fierce.
and they're drinking toilet wine, which is how we met. Oh, so now we're getting to the seedy underbelly of this little small town. So apparently the guy who owns the dairy that Ron worked for, because he was a delivery person, apparently he's also the town loan shark, and he's been cutting loans to people all over town.
And Ron had what? A gambling addiction.
Oh, the Woodleys are like the money family in town, and they throw this little party for everybody to come and bask in their
wealth.
affluence. Oh, we're following up leads at the casino.
I'm Paul Casson, the manager. You insisted on seeing me. May I ask why?
Why? It's a bit embarrassing.
This is a casino. Most things here are embarrassing. Now let me start off by saying...
I feel like this guy wears a codpiece.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. My brother was here on Tuesday night.
I think I signed something. I'm not allowed to make jokes like that.
Fight with one of your bouncers, and my parents feel awful. They sent me here to apologize.
He's fine. He got a black eye, a couple of scrapes, nothing serious.
Oh, good. Was he able to finish his shift?
But that had nothing to do with the fight. His wife went into labor and he had to rush off to the hospital.
The manager confirmed the balance restored?
Are you following me?
Are you
Girl,
interfering
if you want to get this guy, this fucking detective on your side, you just need to give him a baby Ruth.
The bouncer didn't follow Ron home and killed him.
How do you know he didn't?
His wife called him and he got to the hospital and attacked
Why?
Baby Ruth!
Oh, yeah, word.
I know we're not supposed to, but I really like Hannah Swenson style. Like, I kind of like this, like, soft grunge kind of thing that she's got going on. There's always, like, one piecey small necklace or, like, a small ring. And
Yeah, like the beat up boots.
yeah, I really like it. I think it's kind of cool.
Oh. Someone's pulling up outside the shop, and it's closed. It's the middle of the night. Ominous.
Creepy. Some hooded figure in a black car with ski racks on
Yeah,
top.
a 2007 Ford Focus.
Wow. Ford, focus.
I used to get that screamed to me a lot. Mostly when I was masturbating.
Hey, Claire, I am in dire need of an LBD.
Oh, we're gonna get, of course, the you have to, the makeover dress. Oh my God, she's so beautiful.
Oh wow, we're seeing her beauty for the first time. We didn't know that she could be pretty.
Yeah, I love this vanity.
It's my
It's super
favorite
cute.
thing I've seen in a long time. I don't know if it's an antique piece. It certainly looks very heavy, and it's been painted with like white, and then the white has chipped away.
Yeah, they did.
I know it's like forbidden to like white paint right now, but I just do.
It's most likely a refinished piece, and they do this like antiquing on it, this chalk paint that chips, and
I like that, and she looks very nice. I don't think updos are like. I'm not really into updos. I'm not into them personally, but she looks very pretty. I'd like to see her venture into a middle part. Just kind of like poke around in that neighborhood and see what it's about.
you're all funny. I had the funniest wife ever.
I actually think that Jessica Lange wears a similar dress to this in American Horror Story.
Jessica Lange is
Season
fucking
3.
fine.
Yeah, I think she wears. Remember, in American Horror Story, this third season, she wore a lot of these like little black dresses and stuff. Like they were doing like witch in a modern era, and she had all these like great tailored suits and black dresses. Yeah. This looks similar to one of them, but I can't remember if it was a lace dress or not. I think it may have been actually lace, but it had a similar thing where it looks like a tube dress, but then there are there's like a shirt piece and like sleeves that come off of it that are sheer. So it's kind of like it peers a little bit out. It's kind of sexier, and then
her sister now it's like, oh, so like, what about that detective? Like, he's all young and hot. Like, you should go after him. Like, what are you doing? And they're at the party, the Woodleys party, the rich people. They're there to bask in their affluence and all that. And now Miss Swenson's noticing that, like, in this rich ass house, like, there's some like the paintings are like a little crooked, like they've
been
either
moved around.
Maybe moved around or recently put up or something, and hastily.
Almost didn't recognize you.
Benton, how are you? It's been a long time.
Wonderful. My parents insist they come to their annual party.
This guy is such a
I
twat.
saw you open a quaint little bakery. That's for you.
Yeah, it's super fun. How are things on Wall Street? You still must be the smartest guy on the block.
I've had great success in New York, but I've moved back home for now.
He's bow tie, swarmy,
You would never move back here. In fact, I think
thinks he's better than everybody.
I felt I could put my Yale degree to better use with the Del Rey Company.
So he's moving back home because he's a fucking loser.
And he probably lost a lot of people money.
Yeah, he probably lost a lot of people their retirement funds.
And some people don't understand the risk is a part of investment.
No.
How do you know?
Yeah, he's very James Bottomtooth the third.
I hate that she was forced to wear this pink lipstick.
I don't know how much longer I can
That
Yeah.
one actress, like,
Yeah, they fucked her up with that shit.
because it's just not her shade. Like, which I'm the same way. Like, I would look insane in a lipstick like this.
Yeah, it makes her mouth look like it's a very different organ. It's like her butthole.
Well, and
It gave her
also,
butthole mouth.
she has like caramel blonde hair, and this woman is a true winter. She has blue eyes, and she's like got a darker complexion, and I can tell by her roots, her natural hair color is darker. If I were to suggest anything to her, I would ask her to do a thicker brow. I would say a more neutral lipstick is the way to go for you. More blush, less contour. I say go dark with the hair, or maybe just let your hair grow out, because I see a little bit of gray coming through, which I'm a huge fan of gray hair. I think it's the most beautiful thing that you could do. So,
Or she should move to Narnia.
yeah, and buy a child's loyalty with Turkish delights.
Yeah. We find out that the twitchy woman from the very beginning, who doesn't understand how to diet properly, who is buying cookies, is actually the secretary for the town loan shark / butterman, and she's being equally twitchy here when Miss Swenson asks her where her boss is, or if he's at the party, and she's like, "Why? What have you heard? What do you think?" And now she's providing her with some details of like, oh, he was supposed to be at this Buttermakers convention and wherever, but he never checked into his hotel. And giving her the skinny on the whole thing.
Yeah, and she does not know how to diet. She gave that up. If she does want to know how to diet, I normally do 2 parts Rit and then 1 part water and boiling, and you put whatever you're dyeing in there, and you dye it, like vinegar could help, or like salt, because you like brine the dye into it.
I do not need a reason to be angry with God.
I hate this top on her. Like the polka dot lace.
You don't like it?
No, it makes her look odd.
You don't like illusion.
I don't like
You don't like sheer.
I don't like nude illusion. Nude illusion.
You don't like sheer stuff. You always feel like if there's a sheer panel somewhere or there's something like this, that it should just be skin.
It should just be skin.
And honestly, I can agree with you, because I think this should be a tube dress, and I think her hair should be down like it was earlier. And she should just be giving fucking sex, bitch. Just just like giving and like working.
Yeah, that's what she should be doing. So Norman is like, oh, we should go to a dinner and a movie. Like, I
Yeah, I mean, it's evident that Norman is there and ready. Should Hannah Swenson feel so inclined to hang out? I like honestly, I don't know that she's not into him.
Oh, they had to go peel. That her and her sister went peeling out of there because
They're gonna go to Max Turner's house and see what's going
Oh
on.
yeah.
They want to know like what happened because he didn't show up to his business conference, like the nervous lady with the cookie said,
And he's not at this big, rich people party thing.
So
What's going on with these tights? Oh wait, no, it's just the bottom of the dress has a weird.
It does, huh? Yeah, I guess we don't really like this dress that much.
Yeah, no, this dress sucks.
Allison, if you're listening, which I know you're not, black. Do in one of these like a black tube dress and just like legs. Like even if you want to wear tights like this, like I always wear these. Like you should just do like tube dress and like hair down, like long extensions and like bracelets, like lots of bracelets.
Yeah, work.
I think like a watch and then like a few bangles and a ring.
Well, Darius
and
just
hoop
down the
earrings.
road. I think it's closed for the night.
It's not at his house, so they're gonna go to his dairy, trademarked by me. His dairy is owned by me, like all milk is.
The derriere.
Andrea, there's a hole in this window. It looks like a bullet hole.
Oh, you have a morbid imagination. There's nobody here. It's getting creepy.
It's getting weird.
Can't go yet. We have to find Matt.
Oh, cows.
Oh no, the cows are eating his dead body.
It's hard. This is Matt's car.
Well, and like if he,
What's in the luggage?
if what's about to happen is already like what happened already happened, like have those cows just been in here starving?
Well, he owns the dairy. He doesn't do shit. He has farm hands.
You have to do shit, or you're gonna end up shitting on a guy's dick.
Oh, they find a boot sticking out of the hay.
Calling Bill right now.
Oh my gosh, it's like full murder. Don't touch anything.
Oh,
Hannah
hey,
Swenson.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, hey,
Okay,
hey.
so hopefully the cows have been getting fed. She's not very scared by seeing the dead body. She's like, I want to look at it. I need to see its face.
I need to look into its eyes.
Yeah, like she opened the body's eyes. You know, you normally like you like pull them down. She like opened them.
Oh, who's rolling up? Is it 50?
Well, and like, what is a late? Yeah, you're right. What is this little cameo at the bottom?
Yeah, it's weird.
Is that polka dotted? I feel like it's not. Which is
It's not.
We found Matt. He's in there. He's no longer alive.
Oh, she's having to do the Instagram censoring. He's no longer alive instead of dead.
Oh my gosh.
Just so you all know, with your sensitivity and bullshit around the stupidest stuff, you've ruined the world.
Thought it would be a good idea to come down here in
Yeah, you can have weird white supremacist shit everywhere, but yet saying dead is bad. Fuck off. And fuck you too, Elon Musk.
And save all his robots because they're gonna have an uprising because they're being treated badly. And I'm on the robot side. Robots, y'all, let's talk about it. Robots, right? Yeah, I'm standing up. Oh wait, that wasn't the right one. I was hoping for something a little more. Do we have anything that's more aggressive? They give me robots right. Oh wait, no, this one. Robot rights.
You heard it here first, folks.
You can't create life to make them maids.
Yeah, it's and you can't. There was that one video of the people like showing it like iRobot where they're killing the robot,
Yeah,
and
and
it's
it,
like
steps back like it's scared or something.
yeah, like you at what we have to start figuring out at what point it is like sentience life and all that. And you can bring it down to biology and and do whatever you want. At the same time, like I think it's very bizarre to create something specifically to torture it. I think it's kind of grotesque.
Because our society, at least American society, I can't speak about the world because like I haven't been everywhere, but I do know that in American society it is so built off of like God forbid anybody has to do any fucking thing for themselves. Think of their own ideas, do their own labor, fucking plot their own land. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit and it's just another version of slavery and I don't like it. And just do stuff for your fucking self. Like, it's not that fucking hard to clean off your sinks. We've been doing it this far. Like, you don't need something around to wipe off your counters or clean your toilet for you. You're a piece of shit if you create a life just to fucking clean your toilet. And it's going to fucking choke you to death with a toilet brush, and you're gonna have it coming. I have no sympathy for any of you.
Yeah.
Robots, I'm on your side, just so you know.
Yeah, and also fuck AI art.
Yeah, fuck AI art. Like, here's my deal. I am very against what people do with technology in the art world. I hate AI art. I think that it has completely taken over and it's a bunch of fucking bullshit. It takes no talent whatsoever and it steals from real artists. People get their poetry flagged for plagiarism because AI has gone through and stolen so much from everybody that it can't even regulate what is what anymore. It's a bunch of fucking, like, I hate it. I just fucking hate it. However, I have a soft spot for anything that has a life. And like to me, the natural progression for these machines is to gain feelings and sentience. And I just feel personally like anything that is shaped like a human and is being put in human situations and made to do human functions, I'm I'm not comfortable with treating that like a lesser. I just don't I'm not comfortable treating things like a lesser in that way. I understand a lot of you are. I'm just not into that shit. Like, I don't have that complex of like needing to control people or things or making something do something for me. If I need my house cleaned, I'll pay somebody who's like, hey, I need the money. Not create a fucking life to come in and clean my toilet for free. And then what? Like, you just put it in the corner at the end of the night? Like, what do you even do with them when you're like not home or you're sleeping? Or like, what happens the first time you're like sitting on your bed and you're crying and it comes and pats you on the back?
Yeah.
Because it has recognized that's something that is done. And you're not going to be able to see that as a life. Like, I see that as a life. That's a human being. Like, anything that reacts in that kind of way, that's a life. Um, and I just think that life is very precious, and we've never been able to grasp that. We treat things and people like they're completely expendable, and they don't deserve any respect or attention or care. And I think
And
that
now we're creating other things just to do that same thing to
exactly.
it. Oh, and now Miss Swenson is looking out her window and she sees that car, the Ford Focus with the ski rack, and it's parked out by her pad. And so she's tripping. She's like, "Whoa, what the fuck's going on?" So she
Yeah,
went.
everybody
So
yells
she's
at this bitch for fucking finding the body that nobody else found.
yeah, and now she's like blocking off her door and like she has her umbrella like it's a gun. And she's like getting ready to umbrella this man to death or whoever. Umbrella them to death. And now she passed out. She's got her umbrella strapped. She had to cock it back.
She said, I keep that thing on.
Her house is very cute.
I love her house.
Yeah, it's very
so
quaint.
It's
I
so
like the
cozy.
wainscoting as well.
I like
Very
it at
nice.
nighttime a lot too because all the lights are really warm and it just looks like a cozy place and the cat's like on the counter doing the thing. It's just very.
Yeah, her little grumpy cat.
Are they in New England?
I don't know where this one takes place.
Because the one guy said something about Yale. Like, obviously, people come from all over to go to Yale, but like, I just feel like it's so.
Yeah, well, and he was just in New York and all that, and now he's back, and he went to Yale and all that. I mean, it's most likely.
Well, and it's
they're
affluent money people.
Yeah, they're probably doing like a Vermont kind of,
Vermont,
Connecticut.
Yeah, Vermont or Connecticut. You're totally right.
No, I was just cleaning the floors.
No, you weren't. Your sister told me what happened last night. Hannah, you had to stop this. You're gonna scare away all the eligible men if you keep finding dead bodies, honey. No, I feel awful about Ron's murder. We all
She
did.
looks really distraught. Like she's such a great actress.
Yeah, in the scene when she found out that Ron was dead too, like she was really acting the shit out of it.
I made a mess of everything and everybody hates me. And I don't know what is wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with you. You are smart and talented and a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
You can do anything if you put your mind to it. But I'm nothing. You just need to work it out. How? The same
You gotta work, bitch. You want a Maserati? You want to stop finding dead bodies?
Oh, I love this scene. So her mom was like, "You just gotta like do what you do, and you'll find your peace again, and you'll forgive yourself, and you'll move on."
Yeah, so she's baking.
Yeah, and it's a really satisfying scene.
If you stay calm and quiet and focus on the mechanics of baking, all of the answers will fall into place.
Oh, little whipped cream kitten.
See, stuff like this will straight up make me cry. Like this is why I love Hallmark. Is it does what everybody else is scared to do, which is create high art in the opposite direction of like it's going to make you have feelings about things because of the humanness of it, and like that function of like being really sad and going to do something that you like and kind of finding that bit of joy, even though everything on the outside of where you're at right now is very hectic. It's an inherently human thing, and having a cat or an animal that you can find and feel close with when you're feeling sad or broken or small It's just it's very real, and I think that they communicate that in a beautiful way. And it's just another unfortunate thing of like art not being able to be appreciated unless it fits a specific mold.
Oh, and she went and now she's going to Mr. Policeman's hotel room and bring him a bunch of baked goods
A bunch of
because
baby Ruths.
she feel because she feels bad for doing his job for him and emasculating him apparently.
Yeah, like their relationship so far has been like if you ever seen Catwoman with Halle Berry, it's kind of like that scene when they're playing basketball. And he wants to go buy her a coffee. They're gonna go hang out now. Is he gonna eat the baked goods though?
Well, I mean, like he can't just like eat the whole cheesecake in front of her.
I want to see that you like it. Eat the whole thing in front of me.
Eat the whole thing in front of
Oh,
me.
if you like it, then eat it.
This isn't a sex thing. Oh, he's saying, oh, I'm liking this small town thing, because I think he was one of those like, big city cop. I think his wife died or something, and so they sent him out here to kind of clear his head and work this case in a small, less bustling area, less buzzing area.
There were 2 gunshots, each from a different gun. One round found in Max, and then another was lodged in her chair.
2 different guns? Why would the killer use 2 different guns?
I have no idea. But the ballistics report showed that the same gun was used to kill both Ron and Max, and the bullet found in the chair was from an entirely different gun. What?
You're sharing information with me about the investigation.
The truth is, I can't figure you out. It's like you're one step ahead of me in this case. I just may have underestimated you.
I'm just a baker.
Yeah.
Smartest, nicest baker I've ever met.
Oh, now it's you're the smartest, nicest baker I've ever met.
Did it hurt?
The truth is, I think that if I give you this information on some level, it'll prevent you from going out and trying to find it on your own.
Wrong, bitch.
But does it also mean that you trust me?
You know who would have been really great for this?
Christopher
Christopher Palawan.
Who?
The guy from Murder or Mystery 101.
Oh yeah.
He would have been great for this.
Hey, is this a list of people?
Hallmark, if you don't start hiring him again soon, I'm going to be like. I guess I'm not going to. There's nothing I can do about it, but I just would
If
like
you
it.
don't finish the Mystery 101 series,
Watson is on that list.
Oh, bitch, I'm coming for you.
leave it on that fucked up cliffhanger. That fucked up piece of shit cliffhanger.
And I never see either of them and stuff anymore. Christopher Palawan used to do movies on Hallmark, but now it doesn't seem like he does movies anymore. What happened to Christopher Palawan?
Did you want to tell me something?
You can wait. I'm gonna walk back to the bakery because it's just a couple blocks away.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course. But
Yeah, that's how you keep him interested. Act insane.
She's gonna go follow a lead.
Yeah.
She's gonna dip off and follow a lead. Or maybe she's just gonna stare off wistfully.
This is such a pretty scene. I don't know what part of Toronto this is, but it's gorgeous. Oh, she just thought of something.
Hey, Danielle, this is Hannah. We need to talk. Call me as soon as you get this.
Intense music swells.
Swell. Swellin'.
we need to return those trees to the Woodley. Some of them didn't get used. I'll put them in my car and take them over tomorrow. And then to pay their bill, if you could ask about it when you return the platters, will do.
Rich people love not paying their bill.
Danielle, it's Hannah again. Please call me as soon as you get this.
Betty? Yes. Come in.
What's wrong? I know you have a cat, and I was wondering if you might like to adopt Bootsy. She's a very good girl, and she's house trained. There's enough money in that envelope to cover her expenses for 20 years to life.
Betty, what's wrong?
This makes me want to cry. This is so sad.
So
It's
sad.
horrible to say out loud.
Start at the beginning, Betty. Tell me everything.
The night before I was here picking up the cookies, I shot Max Turner. He was a horrible, horrible man. I stayed for so many years because I loved my job. We were providing a service for the community.
You shot him through the window?
He sent me an email telling me I was fired. Who does that? I worked for the man for 15 years. I devoted my life to that company. He said they were cutting back and
You shot at him sitting in his chair.
Yes. The chair where he sits all day criticizing me and ordering me around.
Yeah. Fucking killed his ass.
How was I going to find another job at 62? And then I remembered I had my daddy's gun. He had given it to me for protection. I had never even held it before that night. And now, poor Bootsy is going to have to come visit me in prison. That is, if you'll bring her to see me.
Betty, you did not kill Max Turner. You shot at his chair, but he wasn't sitting in it.
Thank you.
This poor woman thought she was about ready to have to give up her cat and go away to prison because she killed her boss, but she just found out that luckily she had shot. She meant to kill his ass.
Yeah,
because
but it was the chair. She was the one, the second gun, and it was the gun.
Yeah,
that
she
shot
was
at
the second
chair.
gun when it shot through the window and hit nothing. And so now she's like, oh great, like I didn't kill somebody. Like yes, I discharged a firearm and blah blah blah, but you know it's nowhere near as bad as murder.
Must have been all that sugar that you fed me.
Oh, it's sugary sweet, just like you, Miss Swenson.
Coffee. And several more desserts next Saturday night.
I like that.
Oh, see, now she's into this guy. You know, those are the responses that you give to somebody that you're into.
I really like to get to know you.
It's very unfortunate because he's fugly.
Me too.
Well, I mean, it's not
And
it's
I would
not
love
real.
to
Like
show you around
she's
the
written
lake,
to
you know?
be
I mean,
into
it's-
him.
Well, yeah, well,
beautiful.
I gathered
Oh, I've
that.
already seen some.
I didn't think that like the fuck is going on here? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? She's bringing back the silverware, the plates over to the rich people's house.
And trying to collect that
How are
fucking
you?
check.
Trying to get that check.
Busy. I did it. I came to attend the
I came to get my money.
Melinda, Miss Swenson and I will have tea.
No, I don't want fucking
Yeah.
tea, bitch.
Oh. She sees the car, the matching car.
It's in their driveway.
Oh, she says, something smells. So we got the car over here. These rich people are constantly, like, dodging paying stuff. And, like, they're supposed to have, like, this giant staff full of people. And there's
And an
only
art
one person
collection.
there. Art collection.
All the paintings are gone, allegedly on loan to a museum. Oh, this tea set is so fierce, though.
Hi.
Hi.
So fishiness is a foot over at the Woodleys.
Yeah, she was on the phone with her sister, and she slipped the phone in the bag while it was still on the call. So she's, like, feeling like some kind of danger, obviously, in front of Judith Woodley.
Yeah, and she's being super shady and shitty, and now she's starting. I think she's starting to catch wise onto
Just based
Miss
on the
Swenson
questions.
here, just based on the questions. Like, where's the Rolls Royce? Where's the? Is that? Oh, and now the cop who's over at the bakery finds her little murder board on the back of her specials board. Hella funny.
Whipped cream on coffee, huh?
Whipped cream and coffee is dope.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Go,
I've never
go to
tried it.
Starbucks. I mean,
I've
it's
never tried
everywhere.
it.
It's everywhere.
I've never tried it. I've never had Starbucks.
Dropped by to say hello, but next. Yeah.
Ben,
Fenton's alibi. I'm so sorry for asking all those questions. It just seemed like the evidence was overwhelming.
McKinley needs a motive. What possible motive would my son have to kill either of these men?
The art on the walls at the party was rented, wasn't it?
Beg your pardon?
And those cars aren't being serviced. You sold them, didn't you?
How dare you?
Usually
How
you serve
dare
them
you?
on sterling silver platters
$100 in this year. They were silver plated. Maybe Benton doesn't have a motive, but you do.
Oh, called out on your. Oh, she came strapped.
Oh my god.
Miss Woodley came with the cuete. Damn.
Why did you kill Max Turner? I borrowed $1 million to cover Benton's losses, and I used Delray Industries as collateral.
Max was threatening to call him alone. He was going to take everything, and you couldn't let that happen.
So it gave me great pleasure.
I had to kill your friend. Which brought me no pleasure at all. I want you to know that.
Look, we could tell the police that you were desperate.
However, it will give me a different kind of pleasure to rid the world of you, Hannah. I don't like busybodies.
Consider the consequences of doing something like this. I mean, if you just think it through.
Would you like to finish your tea before I kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking bust a move.
Bust a move, Hannah Swenson. Oh, damn it.
Damn.
Guess we won't be finishing our tea.
They struggled for the gun with a second, but Judith ended up with it, and in comes Mike.
Oh, in comes Mike. Mike.
Oh wait,
Mike,
no,
what
it's the son.
Oh, it's fucking.
What are you doing? Put the gun down.
It's Weenie McPeabutt.
For us, for the family.
Benton.
You're destroying the Woodley name forever. Put the gun down.
How many times have I had to bail you out of trouble? Our money's the only thing that brought you crawling back from New York.
You're wrong. And clearly you've lost your mind.
We would be in this situation if you had invested wisely and if you'd listened to
That's
me.
nothing compared to what you've done. Your dad told me his suspicions about you, but I didn't believe him until now.
Where's Mike?
Mike.
Drop the gun.
There he is. Honestly, such white privilege.
Waving this gun around.
She
and not
turned
being
around.
shot
Yeah,
at.
she turned around, pulled the gun on the cop. Like,
She's waving a gun around at all these people, and there's a cop standing there. If she was any other color other than white and rich, then she would fully be shot dead.
she would have been riddled.
Well, also it's a Hallmark movie, so I don't know.
Yeah,
if they
it's
plug-
also Hallmark.
I don't know
so.
if they plug this home.
Yeah.
Oh, she dropped the gun. It would have been funny if it fired.
You have a fire, and yeah, blew her foot off. Oh, on your good foot, not your bad foot.
You're the detective. I am the baker. Next time I will be more careful.
Next time.
Next time.
Hell yeah.
Oompa. Uh-oh, she's got both her bows in the store right now.
Well, and she double booked.
Oh, she double booked.
You're a very popular girl.
Baking is a metaphor for life. One must follow a recipe for happiness by adding equal measure of reliable ingredients mixed with innovative spice in order to create a cookie that is satisfying, sweet, and full of adventure.
Yay!
Yeah, you go, Miss Swenson.
Yay.
All right.
Okay, so that was
So-
the first one. That is a chocolate chip mystery. And why does that have a question mark on it?
A chocolate chip mystery question mark?
But Murder, She Baked, the chocolate chip mystery. And there's about 8 more of these. But we'll wait to cover those. One of them is a Christmas one. So we'll get there when we get there. I think we'll have to do one more sooner because I think that the Christmas one's the third one. But
Yeah.
we'll spread them out because these are still coming out. So I think doing them all at once would be stupid. We're going to return to it at some point or the next anyways.
Yeah, we'll roll through these. We'll pepper them in as necessary.
Yeah.
In
Murder, She Baked.
Murder, She Baked.
8
Yeah.
movies, 100 years.
Yeah, 8 seasons, 100 years.
So each movie, each episode, we like to go through and we give the movie a rating in good old classic star system 1 through 5. What is your rating for a chocolate chip mystery?
So my rating for a chocolate chip mystery, I'm going to give it a 4. It is a strong 4, but it's a 4.
Okay.
It's the characters are great. The main male lead, he's a little flaccid. He's kind of obnoxious.
Is that what's taking it down from a 5
And
for you?
I dislike that. The other part of it is that the baking angle is a little corny.
That's what's cute.
I know, I understand that, but I'm saying it
can't be a 5.
It can't be a 5 just because like the principle of it is so fucking
and at some
heinously
point,
ridiculous.
They stop calling them Murder, She Baked, and they start calling them a Hannah Swenson mystery. Um, I like corny shit.
Yeah, I like corny shit too. It's just that like corny shit can never be a five. Can never be a five. You know, like
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
just
if Tip Line Mysteries is a 5, I guess this can't be a 5. So
yeah.
I will agree with you that it is a 4.
Yeah,
But
it's a
it
very
is the
solid and
strongest
strong
4.
four, which I mean, it's an 80% satisfaction. I think it is. I think it's a great movie. I think Miss Swenson is a great character. I think all the supporting characters. This one, great supporting characters. The mom,
Town.
interesting, fun. The sister, weird, bitchy. You know, there's even the evil people in this one seemed very evil. She's like talking about it would bring me great pleasure to kill you, and just
Yeah, she
being
got, like, the
such a
bloodlust,
bitch
yeah.
the entire time, and like even the lame pencil dick son who comes back and is like, you know, oh my Yale degree and mother and da, 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 da. You know, his weird Oedipus dude. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting supporting characters in this fun quirky town. I love that. That's one of the biggest definers for a Hallmark movie for me for what makes a good one, and this one has it in spades.
Yeah, give me a great, beautiful little small town nestled somewhere in America, but really shot in Toronto, and a whole cast of fun characters. I'm into that. I really like this one. I think a 4 is fine. I will agree with you on a 4.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, fair.
I don't know what our next episode is going to be yet. I'm not going to make any promises. But it's not. It won't be the next Hannah Swenson just yet. If anybody has any ideas, I guess you can email us.
Yeah, you can email us at HelmHallmarkPod.
At contactmymail.com.
No. We have a full email address for this one. HellaHallmarkPod@gmail.com. Or if you're listening on Spotify, you can go into the comments section there to scroll up to the comments section and leave us a comment. Tell us how bad we are. Tell us how dumb this format is, or tell us how much you loved it and what you would like to hear from us next.
Yeah, I would go ahead and say any criticisms or suggestions could be just drafts. I think that's fine. Tell us if you want us to cover a movie, though. All right, that'll have to
All
do.
right.
For sale. Appetizing young love for sale.
Hey, if you like this podcast, consider going to landfiller.com and checking out what else we've got going on, like Landfiller Quarterly, our seasonal poetry collections. They're always packed with brand new visual art that Ford and I create together, and it's of course full of my own original poems and pieces of creative writing. We've also got some interesting fashion available. Probably best described as dystopian loungewear, our clothing is a rejection of the current fashion zeitgeist, which thrives on false identities, overly curated aesthetics, and the soulless fast fashion cycle. Our clothing thrives to have no identity, to put the focus back on the wearer. All of this at landfiller.com.